Yo, I truthfully don't know why my freaking camera does that. Like, I really actually don't know why my live camera does that. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy. It's time for another live stream. I'm not gonna lie. I was just weighing whether or not I should make this a video or a live stream, and I was just like, we should just go ahead and do a live stream because I looked at the time and I saw it was 8 p.m. So, I was thinking, I was like, mad people probably home by now. They're probably looking for a live stream right now before these NBA playoff games get. Well, there's only one playoff game. Anyway, Denver, OKC. I'll probably go watch it after this live stream. I really couldn't care less about the playoffs anymore. I just want my Celtics to beat the Knicks. Knicks choke a 3-1 lead. We win. I don't care what else happens after that because no one expects us to get to the finals anyway and win the chip. Don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. That's a lesson the Celtics should teach y'all. That's another quote we should hang up in our practice facility. We messed around 2 games. Should have swept the Knicks. Could have swept the Knicks, or at least 1-5, and we probably would still have a healthy superstar. No, we want to mess around, choke 2 leads in the same fashion, lose. Anyway, this has nothing to do with any about this video. As you all have probably seen on the title of this live stream, we will be reacting to the WNBA GM survey for the 2025 season. Now, I will be the first one to say, I don't think, or I'll be the first one to say, I think last year when I was kicking the channel back up, I could give a damn. I could give a flying about the GM survey because I was just like, I don't think a lot of the GMs know ball anyway, and that was last season, right? So I don't think we did a video to it, but I probably mentioned it in one of my earlier videos on the channel. I saw it circulating on Twitter. No lie, I saw it circulating on Twitter. I saw that Lynx were favored to win the championship, right? So I was just interested in what type of survey it was. Was it a were all the GMs all the GMs participating? Was it just a couple of GMs? Because sometimes they take like a handful of GMs, like 5 out of 20 GMs or something like that, and then they poll them. So I was just like, what kind of survey is it so that we know? Is like, are all the GMs voting this way? Is it everyone involved in the pool? You get what I'm saying? So I was just like, I saw it on Twitter and I was like, I'm probably gonna do a reaction to it. So let me not look at the rest of the list. All I saw was something about Clark. What would they have for Clark? MVP or something? No. They had fee for MVP. I think she was one of the MVP candidates, and then the Minnesota Lynx as championship favorite. So that's all I've seen. I believe they said it was 40 questions. So let me go ahead and pull this up. I have it right here. Actually, let me go ahead and pull up the live stream, and then we'll go ahead and pull this up. But they said 40. Shouts out Mama Low. Or Mama Joe, sorry. I don't know why. It looked like an underscore or a freaking an L right here. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do it because again, I was thinking about turning it. I was really about to record this as a video, but I was just like, I looked at the time and I was like, you know what? Why not just make a live stream for this? You feel me? So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Um, you know what I figured? Since I see this link here, they said the result of last year's GM survey are available here. We're going to look at last year's GM survey because, like I said, I didn't look at this year, last season's. I really didn't. I wonder why. Why did I look at it again? I think I just like dismissed it. You know what I mean? I was just like, I don't. Yeah, I wasn't compelled to look at it. So let me read this little summary on the W. This is all coming from the WNBA.com. So let me just read the summary real quick. 2024 WNBA season delivered record-breaking growth across attendance and broadcast ratings, fueled in part by the arrival of guard Caitlin Clark and the spotlight on the Indiana Fever. Uh huh. I just feel like, is it not like, I feel like it's disingenuous to just like, yes, the spotlight is on Clark, but if we have to go back to why the spotlight is on Clark, then that means you have to mention two names. Like you can't just mention Kate. Oh, it was Caitlin Clark. Or maybe you know what? Maybe I think they're running with the fact that Caitlin was in the W as I mean, yes, the wave from college followed over, but Caitlin was in the W, and then as this, I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. You feel me? I see what they're doing. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. Just know I peeped. I peeped. Okay. In the 2025 WNBA GM survey, Clark was the top choice among general managers as the player they'd most want to sign if starting franchise. Not coincidentally, the Fever were selected as the most fun team to watch, most improved team. I hope they're not telling me all the results right here. Okay, hold on. They might be telling. I don't need to see the results in the summary. I thought they were gonna give me. Hold on. We got italics. We got italic. WNBA GMs responded to 40 different questions about the best teams, players, coaches. Okay, this is a summary. Off coaches and off-season moves. General managers were not permitted to vote for their own team or personnel. Percentages are based on the pool of respondents to that particular question rather than all 13 GMs. Oh, I see. So it wasn't all GMs that voted for each question. It was just the percentage of GMs that. So why couldn't they just poll all 13? Y'all got 13 GMs. Is it so golly? Y'all got 13 GMs. Is it that hard to answer 40? I mean 40 survey questions. It's kind of like a lot of people would bow out by the time. Yeah, yeah, okay. I understand, but like you only got 13 GMs. We can't get them to answer like 20 at least. 40 questions is kind of crazy for a survey. And they probably not getting anything out of that. But yeah, that is kind of wild. But I mean, you only got 13 GMs. I wish y'all would just F around and do it. I'm going to look on YouTube live from the desktop because usually I do it from my phone. I'm going to look into YouTube because I'm pretty sure YouTube Live is so different from what it used to be. So I really kind of have to delve into YouTube Live, and if I'm able to show some of the screen share some of my stuff onto YouTube without using OBS because I don't have OBS or don't have an OBS type system. I'm well aware, which is why I try to read everything out to you guys. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. That was it before the intro. We're about to get into predictions, I guess. It goes predictions, players. Let me just see the headlines and shit. Okay. So I guess each section is ranging from like predictions, player awards, off-season thoughts. So subcategories kind of like that. But they're starting off, maybe if y'all want to pull this up on your phones as well, or pull it up on your tablet, whatever you're on, laptop. If you want to pull it up yourself, you can. Um, well, let's go ahead and get into it. Players. This is the very first. Sorry, predictions. Which team will win the 2025 WNBA Finals? Remember, this is not all the GMs voting on this, but the ones that did vote, this is the percentage. Minnesota got 60% of the vote. New York got 20%. Indiana got 10, and Las Vegas got 10. I think people are underestimating the presence of Benaja Laney Hamilton for our team. At the very least, she's an offensive all-star caliber player. Not saying that Tasha Cloud is an all-star level player, but offensively and defensively, I could make the argument that Benaja Laney Hamilton leaves a big gap in our team that I'm not sure Natasha Cloud can fill. Now, if Natasha want to mess around and shoot 40% from three for us this season, two thumbs up. Two thumbs up. But Natasha, y'all know she's streaky as hell from three. I'm glad that she knows how to attack the hoop because Lord knows we need to generate fouls on the Liberty. But 20%, 60% for Minnesota, I just don't see why people. I understand why GMs are rocking with Minnesota because they're on like a revenge tour type season. But bruh, I don't know if them running it back is gonna be. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not with the guard. It's just the guard situation for me. You feel me? We have to be honest. We have to be honest. Some of those games, as much as Courtney Williams was clutching in last year's finals, she like the guards threw a couple games. And then you had to be subbing Tisha Heidemann and Courtney Williams, which low key is the same type of player. So I just don't trust their guards. You feel me? I don't trust their guards. So 60% from the GMs, I don't. I think they're just riding the fact that Minnesota's gonna be on this press tour. Who do I think is gonna win the 2025 WNBA Finals? If we get our bench situation figured out, like our bench is just as potent as our starters, and we get our starters figured out, because obviously new pieces and whatever, Sabrina's most likely going to be back at the two, or hopefully Natasha plays the two. Hell, if Natasha plays the two, repeat. If Natasha plays the two, repeat. I'm not worried. We'll figure out Niara and Izzy later. We'll figure all that out later. Why are we cutting Esmery Martinez again when she I'll take Esmery Martinez over Kennedy Burke. Kennedy Burke, 31% three-point shooter. I'm pretty sure I could pull Esmery Martinez into the lineup and have her shooting better than 31% from three. If all you're going to do is ask her to shoot threes and defend, why aren't we signing Esmery Martinez, bro? We're just... Yeah, if Natasha plays the two, repeat. If Natasha plays the two, repeat. I think Las Vegas deserves a little bit more of the votes, but yeah, I don't know. Las Vegas is going to be tough. The Aces are going to be tough. I don't know. They're not adding too many components. You feel me? They add Jewel Lloyd. It's just like, what is their defense going to look like? That's the biggest question for the Aces. So they're really queuing up Asia Wilson to get a defensive player of the year, because that defense, like let's say she sits on the bench, they're probably gonna get like a minus 15 in their defensive rating. So they might be queuing up Asia Wilson to get an easy DPOY award this year. And matter of fact, I think Asia Wilson is going to have another phenomenal season, but they're going to give her DPOY because the MVP is going elsewhere. The MVP is most likely going elsewhere. The only award they'll give, because they'll feel like they have to give Asia an award because she's probably going to be one of the best players in the season again. She's probably going to get DPOY just because. Watch, just mark my words. Your team setup is queuing her up for DPOY, and that's going to be the damn near consolation award she wins this season, because MVP race is going to be tight again. So speaking of MVP, let's go ahead and go to the players polls. Who will win 2025 Kia WNBA MVP? Nafisa Collier with 67% of the vote. Asia Wilson, 25%. Caitlin Clark for Indiana, 8%. So I feel like some of the GMs, remember, because this is just some of the GMs, I feel like some of the GMs are walking back on Caitlin Clark. Or maybe they're not walking back. Maybe it was just the sports books that were favoring Caitlin Clark as MVP. I thought a lot more GMs had Caitlin winning MVP, but they gave it to Nafisa Collier. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if Nafisa Collier is going to win an MVP with Asia Wilson playing. You feel me? Like, I just don't know if that's what I'm trying to tell you. They're gonna try to volley the fucking, those awards are gonna be volleyed between Fee and Asia from like here on out. It's just gonna be a volley. You feel me? Because they're gonna be like, they're not going to want to give one player both awards. You already saw what they did with Asia last year. Asia should have won both of them last year. They're not going to want to like one player hoarding the awards. That's literally how I feel. So them choosing Nafisa for MVP again, I feel like they're just choosing that just because they feel like the Lynx have something to prove. But MVP in my mind, it's we're forgetting Alyssa Thomas is damn near. It's just Alyssa Thomas, Kalia Copper, and Satu Sabali in Phoenix. That team, that entire team setup is queuing up Alyssa Thomas to be MVP. Are you kidding me? Alyssa, like that's it. So, like the Phoenix team is literally Sa, Ka, and Alyssa Thomas. if if Phoenix does anywhere well, like above 15 wins on the season, and maybe somehow gets to 20 wins, Alyssa Thomas is most likely winning MVP. This is probably the season Alyssa Thomas averages a triple double. If Alyssa Thomas averages a triple double this season, she's winning MVP, and she doesn't make any of the top three votes. This is where I feel like GMs are just like, I'm willing to guarantee that the rest of those votes or the rest of the percentages for MVP, Alyssa Thomas isn't there, or she got one vote. I just think some of these GMs don't be paying attention to their league at all either. But that's just me. If you were starting a franchise today and could sign any player in the WNBA, who would it be? Let me answer this myself. I could sign any player. I'm starting a franchise and I'm signing any player. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going with Nafisa Collier. I'm going with Nafisa Collier. I'm really choosing Fee because I think when they talk about all around player, I think Fee kind of has Asia beat. Asia makes up for it in different aspects of the game. But I think Nafisa is the all around better player for now. Fee does have the three ball, and that's damn near the only difference maker. Interior defense, we're giving that to Asia. She can bang at 4 and 5. Not saying Fee can't, but that's Asia's, area. Perimeter defense, I like both of them, but I'll give that to Fee because we see Fee jumping out 30, 40 feet on the perimeter. Inside post game, even defense, even. I gotta give it to Nafisa Collier. Like if I was starting a team, I'd probably pick Nafisa Collier. I would be praying on who to choose between Asia Wilson and Nafisa Collier. I really would. I'd be like, God gotta answer that prayer. If he didn't answer, I'd be choosing Nafisa Collier. I'd definitely start my team with Nafisa Collier. Absolutely. Well, I think she and Asia are the same age. Asia's like 28 years old. Damn. If Asia's younger than Fee, I'll probably go Asia. But I'm not sure. Fee. Wow, what is Fee again? Fee's older. Oh yeah, Fee is older, right? Because Asia Wilson was drafted 2018. Damn. I might have to go Asia. Shit. I might have to go Asia. If whoever's younger, between Asia and Nafisa, whoever's younger, I'll pick them. The GMs, 50% would pick Caitlin Clark. 50% would pick Caitlin Clark. Asia Wilson receives 33% of the vote. Also receiving votes, Nafisa Collier and Dominique Malonga of Seattle. Y'all see Dominique Malonga drop step dunk today? Just punched the shit easy. Boys, Seattle low key, y'all kind of burnt for picking up all them. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. Some of y'all vets can ball. Some of your vets can ball. Some of your vets can ball. But in terms of why you picked up some of the others, I don't understand. You need some young guns with Dominique. But, when Dominique outpacing all of y'all and y'all just still won't throw the ball down the court, then you might listen to what I have to say. Caitlin Clark, 50%, that doesn't really surprise me. You know what I'm saying? Young player. But that's kind of wild. I'd pick an. I can see why Caitlin Clark wins that. I feel like some people on Twitter were bitching about this, but like I can see why. Like if you're starting today, you got probably the best point guard in the W. Yeah, I could see that. I don't see why that's a problem to pick her. I think I'd go a different route, but like I want a forward that's all around. You feel me? I feel like it's easier to plug players in around the forward than the point guard. You feel me? Even though she passed first, yes, I think it's easier to do it with a forward. You feel me? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. But which player forces opposing coaches to make the most adjustments? Number one, Asia Wilson of the Aces with 33% of the vote. Caitlin Clark and Brianna Stewart tied for second place with 25% of the vote. Also receiving votes, Alyssa Thomas of Phoenix and Nafisa Collier. Forces opposing coaches to make the most adjustments. I'm not even going to, I'll leave that alone too. I'll leave that alone too. I'm trying to think like which player like really be effing in especially in the postseason. I wonder if they should have asked if this was like postseason or playoffs, but I think they're probably just combining both. Which player like really? I feel like Fee Collier is a hard. She's kind of like a hard like Fee in some ways too is also reluctant to shoot the three. I feel like if Fee was a little bit less reluctant to shoot the three ball, as in like she pops and she just opens, she'll let that bit loose. I feel like she would be like a harder player to adjust for. Asia Wilson forces opposing coaches to make the most adjustments. That's because y'all have a horrible scout on Asia. And it's gonna sound wild for me saying this, but this is just my true belief in what the hell I do. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all see it. Y'all see my scout videos. I'm gonna be real. I just think a lot of these teams have horrible scouts on some of the best players. Some of these players ain't hard to figure out. They're not. They're not. Asia Wilson, is she a tough cover? Sure, but I've been watching her for years now. There are parts of her game she still hasn't developed in that you could easily exploit on the defensive end, defensive and offensive end. You just have a horrible scout. I'm not saying she's not a tough cover, but your scout teams, y'all should invest in that next because I really don't know what y'all looking at. Y'all like one or two schemes away from completely shutting down an MVP caliber player. Let's move on. Which player is most likely to have a breakout season? Ooh, I like this. I like this. This is a good question. Satu Sabali, Phoenix, 20% of the vote. Satu for the breakout season. I like that. I like it. Also receiving votes, Maddie Segrist, Dallas. That's a good vote. Marina Mabry, Connecticut. I like that too. Kelsey Plum, Los Angeles Sparks. Okay. Gabby Williams, Seattle. Absolutely. Gabby Williams. I'm trying to tell you, Gabby, listen here, God. Um, you can be an MVP candidate. I promise you, you can be an MVP candidate. You just when you reach that 3 point line, I need you to pull, pull, just pull, hezzy, snatches, pull. I just need you to shoot that three ball, Gabby. Get them you get them running at you on the perimeter. Now you going downhill and you emptying the trash on the head top. You feel me? I can't raise my arm up that high. That's why I dunked and it looked like that. I was dunking. I was dunking. I just can't with my right hand anymore. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what happens when you pop your shoulder out. Aaliyah Boston, Rakia Jackson, Ryan Howard, Brittany Griner receiving votes for a pop out season. Yeah, I don't know about Griner. I can see Rakia Jackson over Kelsey Plum a little bit more. Aaliyah Boston, I'm not sure about that. Aaliyah Boston has some things to figure out over there in Indy with her new team, with their new teammates. I would go Satu Sabali Phoenix. I like Rakia Jackson and Maddie Segrist. And I need Gabby Williams. Gabby Williams, you are the number one offensive option. Well, number three, two or three offensive option. But Seattle, there are going to be games where you're going to be the number one option. I need Gabby Williams to 18 shots a game. Let me see what you can do. You feel me? 18 shots a game. Let me see what you can do. Gabby Williams can be an MVP candidate. Absolutely. Let's keep going. I'm kind of going off on tangents here, but let me keep going because we got 40 questions. I'll try to speed it up. Who is the best point guard in the WNBA? Caitlin Clark, 50%. Tie with Chelsea Gray, Las Vegas 50%. Who's the best point guard in WNBA? I'll give it to Caitlin Clark. Chelsea, excuse me. Who's a better scoring point guard? Chelsea Gray or Caitlin Clark? I'll give it a best point guard in the W. I like the fact that Chelsea Gray kind of commands and is also like a very valid mid-range scoring threat. Who poses more issues? In a way, Chelsea Gray can be a very big matchup problem for you. Most teams have guards that can run around with Caitlin Clark. Not saying stop her, but they have teams that can run around with Caitlin Clark. You kind of have a matchup issue when like we forget how good Chelsea Gray's 2022 playoff run was, bro. That shit was insane. Statistically, that shit was insane. The best point guard now, though, you got to give Caitlin Clark the edge because Chelsea Gray kind of was injured last season, so we don't really know what full strength looks like at this point in time. So I'll give Caitlin Clark the nod there too. Who is the best shooting guard in the WNBA? Shit, I still fought with Jackie Young and shit. Kate, what the fuck? Caitlin Clark. How y'all gonna vote Caitlin Clark best point guard and best shooting guard? Y'all know damn well Caitlin ain't the shooting guard. What? Clark? Shooting guard? Does Kelsey Mitchell not exist? Sabrina as the best point guard. Hold on, I'm reading comments too. Sabrina as the best point guard. I would give Sabrina best shooting guard in what universe? You see what Jackie Young did to Sabrina at the 2 spot? In what universe? So did Sabrina shoot 38% from the field when she had to play the 2? In what world is Sabrina Ionescu the best shooting guard? Sabrina will never be a 2. Until she built like Jackie Young, she will never be a 2. Why is Sabrina here? Who is the best shooting guard in the WNBA? Caitlin Clark receiving 33% of the votes. Tied for second place is Kayla McBride and Sabrina Ionescu with 25% of the votes. Also receiving votes, Arike Agumbawale and Jackie Young. Bro, I can understand Caleb. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, you want to call Caitlin Clark a shooting guard, whatever. I thought Kelsey Mitchell was the shooting guard on that team, whatever. Okay. You want to call Kayla McBride? Well, Kayla McBride is a shooting guard. Yes, I'll give you that. Kayla McBride is one of the best shooting guards in the WNBA. Tied for second place. Sabrina Ionescu. Sabrina. and here we go. Sabrina Ionescu won a championship at the one position. Won a championship at the one position. Right? Sabrina is a 1. She has never excelled as a shooting guard. She barely excelling as a 1. She will never. She can't guard 2s. She can't bring the ball up. She has no offensive ISO bag. When you do not run to Sabrina when you need a bucket, you run to Sabrina when you need a 3 ball. In what world? What world? Y'all let me know. Why the hell is Sabrina Ionescu tied for second? First of all, these GMs dumb or something. Sab didn't even play. Sab played PG for most of the season, especially when Sloot was out. The only reason she was playing shooting guard was Coach Sandy kept starting Sloot at the 1 with Leonie Phoebish on the team. And it wasn't until Sloot left for personal reasons that Coach Sandy realized, oh, we have to play Leonie Phoebish because that's the wing we've been looking for. Brain blast. Brain blast. Jackie Young also receiving votes is wild. Is absolutely wild work. Because I told them, what was that? What was the first name that came out of my mouth? Jackie Young. I like Jackie Young. Jackie Young's still my 2. Kelsey Mitchell above CC for best shooting guard. Hell yes. And where's Kelsey? We don't have Kelsey. Damn near average, what, 50, 40, 90 for like the second half of the season? Where's Kelsey Mitchell? Kelsey Mitchell didn't receive any votes for it. I'm surprised Enrique Ogunbowale wasn't tied from not. Kayla McBride. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Kayla McBride. Like she's one of the best 2s, but sometimes she seems so like streaky for me. You know, some games she's like 1 of 7 from 3, like 3 of 11. And then some games she's hot. She's 7 of 11 from 3, 6 of 9 from 3. Like just smacking like care. And I told y'all last season, if Kayla McBride shows up, like just is consistent, they'll win a championship. And I damn near was correct. Yeah, this two is kind of crazy. Sabrina in the 2 spot. Like, why isn't Sabrina in the point guard question? You feel me? Like that would make more sense to me. The fact that Sabrina got no votes in the point guard, that's weird. Sabrina isn't a 2. This is why the fans think Sabrina's a 2 as well. And I have to like literally sit on this channel and tell y'all Sabrina's not a 2 and she's never been a 2. She's not even built like a 2. Have you seen Sabrina try to dribble basketball up the court with defenders on her? In what world is she a 2, bro? Anyway, let's keep moving on. Who is the best forward in the WNBA? 33 tie for first place with 33% of the votes. Nafisa Collier and Asia Wilson. Leave that alone. I can understand the tie. At third, you have Brianna Stewart with 25% of the vote. And fourth with Alyssa Thomas with 8% of the vote. Straightforward, pretty simple. Excuse me. Who is the best center in the WNBA? Number 1, you got Asia. You got Asia Wilson of the Aces. Boy, if Asia Wilson playing center, they ain't winning a chip this season, boy. If Liz Kitley better be there at the 4, or good luck, man. I don't know how trust me, I'm super interested in seeing how Liz Kitley bang in her rookie season. Because where's she gonna be? 4 or 5? You gotta sit Asia. Who's the best center in the WNBA? And they said Asia Wilson is. Asia don't even best center. So they're just completely writing off Kia Stokes. They're just completely writing off Kia Stokes. Asia Wilson is the 5. Yeah. Yep. See what I'm saying? It happens again. Who's the best center in the WNBA? Y'all know my vote. Yara Sabally. Absolutely. You have Jonquil Jones in second place with 33% of the vote and Brittany Griner in third with 17% of the vote. Again, I'll stand here and say this because some of y'all think I'm joking or I'm like on some. No. I'll still always have Niara Sabally as the best center in the WNBA. That's the most talented center in the game right now. And that's why I always say on this channel, you heard it here first. It's the same way how I had to tell y'all Michaela Timpson is the best player in this year's draft. Yeah, Indy saw it too, right? Coach Steph White saw it too, right? And guess who made the roster? Yeah, that's right. Niara Sabally is the best center in the WNBA, in my opinion. You give her Jonquil Jones minutes, and I'll show you an all-star player. Anyway, moving on. Let me check the comments real quick just to see. Chat low-key going at it. Kayla McBride should get a mention. Yeah, for sure. Kayla McBride should get a mention for best 2 guard. Absolutely. All right, hold on, chat. Who are you giving if you had to choose? If you had to choose a 2 between Kayla McBride and Jackie Young, who you picking up? Who you picking up for your team? Who are you picking up? If you on some fantasy league type, if you had to pick up Jackie Young, Kayla McBride, who are you picking up? I'm going Jackie Young day in, day out. I'm going Jackie Young day in, day out. You give me Fenerbahce, Caleb McBride, then I might go. I might go Caleb McBride, but I'm going Jackie Young. What y'all talking about, bro? All right, sorry, hold on. I got carried away. Let me check the comments. Uh, 2024. What is wrong with my leg? Holy hell! Usually it pops. Oh, I think you said FMG, but as in field goals made. But I think it says FMG. CC 14. Jonquil Jones is the best. One of my favorites to watch. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Jonquil Jones be pissing me off. Was she our most consistent player? Yes. Did she deserve Finals MVP? You're always gonna hear me say yes. Like I don't disagree, but Jonquil Jones does things as a center where it's just like, bro, what is this? Sixth grade basketball camp? Like invites double teams by putting the ball on the ground. It just she just the same flack that Camila Cardoso gets for not using her frame, like her big 6'7" frame, literally should be the same flack Jonquil Jones gets. Jonquil Jones could be the most dominant center in the league, but she just doesn't know how to do that. So that's why I'm always like Niara said, yo, Niara Sabli will always have my vote, dog. Like she'll always have my vote because she knows how to be a big, higher IQ. She's not bringing the ball down to get the shit double team stripped and whatever. She's not running under the hoop to shoot a layup. Like Jonko Jones, like if you watch Jonko Jones, you will understand my frustration. Like actually watch. Don't just watch to see how many points and stuff to get rebounds. Watch the how do I explain this? Keep an eye out for the things that you don't think are important. Like watch the way she passes the ball. Watch the way she holds the ball. Watch the way she positions herself. If you start watching the game with an eye of the things that aren't important, you'll start to see what I'm talking about. Okay? Chat says Jackie Young. I got Jackie Young. Love two-way players. Too many ignore defense. Facts. Jackie Young. So chat kind of agrees. We're probably going Jackie Young if we had to choose. So that's why I'm kind of like, how the hell, you feel me? Anyway, let's go ahead and go to the off-season portion of this. We are moving mad slow, but I like this. This kind of fun. This is kind of fun. DGM kind of funny. DGM kind of funny. DGM funny. That's why everyone's on Twitter going crazy about it. These GMs kind of slow. I'm gonna kill that bug after this live stream. Which team made the best overall moves this offseason via free agency trades and draft? We can skip this one because we damn well know who. Indiana. And in second place, Indiana with 64% of the vote. In second place, Dallas with 18%. Dallas. Dallas. Oh, Dallas no wings. Someone on Twitter called them the Dallas Studs, and I was just like, I don't know why, but that shit low key goes hard. Like the Dallas Studs. I think that shit bang. I think that shit crack. Like the Dallas Studs. That sounds kind of. You have no wings anyway. You're cutting Madison Scott, so F it, you might as well be. Also receiving votes, Phoenix and Chicago. Chicago low key should have been second on this. I'm not even sure how Dallas won. Dallas had a good offseason. Maybe because they had to blow shit up. Chicago low key. Chicago and New York should have been on that list. But Chicago low key had a really good offseason too. I would put Chicago second. Hell yeah. Which player acquisition will make the biggest impact? Hmm. 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 Without looking at, I didn't look at the options. Without looking, which player do I think? You got to give it to Alyssa Thomas. I feel like losing Brittany Griner, but adding Alyssa Thomas is like, yeah, that's. I think you got to go Alyssa Thomas. But if anything, if Liberty were fully healthy, I'd say second Natasha Cloud, and then third. I just had the player in my head. Oh, third Dewana Bonner. Third DeWanna Bonner. Like, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so they went number one. Oh, okay. Yeah, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Which acquisition will make the biggest impact? First, Alyssa Thomas in Phoenix, Kelsey Plum in Los Angeles with 30% of the vote. Alyssa Thomas at 50%. Satu Sabli with in Phoenix with 20% of the vote. Satu Sabli. I can see that. I can see that too. Yeah, facts. God, I really want to kill this bug before it freaking leaves. What will turn out to be the most underrated player acquisition? This is where I'd say like a DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Cloud, I guess. Underrated. Tie for first place, for all first place. Sophie, oh, everyone gets 17% of the votes. That means like maybe like five people voted, or no, 17. So about six people voted on it. Sophie Cunningham, Ariel Atkins, Dejanay Carrington, all tied with 17% of the votes. Also receiving votes, DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Cloud, Sammy Whitcomb, Courtney Vandersloot, Kayla Thornton, Alyssa Thomas, Phoenix. Understood. What was the most surprising move of the offseason? DeWanna Bonner to Indiana in first place with 33% of the votes. Interesting. Let me see what chat's saying. Let me see what chat's saying. I agree. Jonko Jones is not fundamentally sound center. She's a raw talent with her technique. Yeah, I agree. Because Phoenix has no depth, Kyle, Alyssa Thomas will put up crazy numbers. Yeah, that's the thing though. It's like you don't have any depth on Phoenix, but if your stars are up to it, they can. You got three capable stars. It's not like they're limited. You feel me? They can carry if that's the way you're gonna build the team. Yeah, hell yeah, definitely. Seattle getting Malanga and Yuru for what for the offseason acquisitions or underrated offseason acquisitions. But I think that was through the draft, so I think they were mainly talking about like free agency or so. I think. Um, I can see Plum being one of the most impactful. It's her offense slash team. We'll see. Kelsey Plum is like in her little Kyrie role, really. New team, bunch of youngins. Oh shit, I just opened up the wrong tab. New team, bunch of youngins and all that. What was the most surprising move of the offseason? DeWanna Bonner to Indiana. Yeah, that was kind of surprising too. I will say that was kind of surprising. I understand why, but damn near it's smart. You know what I mean? It's low key smart. It's not even low key. It's high key smart. Brittany Griner to Atlanta. Brianna Jones to Atlanta, tied in second place with 17%. That I can. That was kind of surprising. Brianna Jones. I thought Brianna Jones. I thought the Aces were trying to bring in Brianna Jones, bro. I'll never stop saying that. Like that's what I thought. How the hell you let how you let Brianna go to Atlanta, bro? Like Vegas, y'all actually got some swing power, bro. It's like I guess they just didn't want to like kind of like cut off Kia Stokes or I don't know. Also receiving votes, Natasha Howard, Indiana. That's not surprising. Satu, Phoenix, not really. Kelsey Plum and Natasha Cloud. Which team will be most improved in 2025? Chat. This is where y'all come into play. What team do you think will be most improved in 2025? Again, I haven't even looked at the results and can't even see the shit anyway. But I'm going most improved. Indiana won 20 games last season. They're probably going to win a couple more games this season. So probably let's say 7+ more games this season. They got to. If they don't win more than 5 games, that's wild. Um, but let me read the question again. Which one will be most improved? Most improved. Chat, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. I know who I'm going with. I'm going with Chi Town. 13 wins last season off the backpacking of Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. I'm going with Chicago. Chat, what are y'all saying, man? What are y'all saying? What you think? I'm going Chi Town. Gotta be Chi Town. You add Ariel Atkins, you add Becca Allen, Sloot. Um, I'm not the biggest. I don't want to say like I'm not a fan as if like I'm a hater or some shit, but I'm saying I'm not like I'm not. How do I say this without like sounding crazy though? I guess I'm not the biggest supporter of Kia Nurse in Shy, but she can help, I guess, somewhat. I'm just happy that you all did pick up some youth in Haley Van Lith and Maddie Westbeld. And again, salute to my girl Maddie for making the team. Again, you go back to my college video. Who was on that? None other than Maddie Westbeld herself. Five most exciting players I wanted to watch, and my girl done made the team. Y'all gotta hold on. Hold on. Let's go on a tangent for a run. Y'all can drop all y'all most improved teams in the chat real quick, but hold on. I had KK Timpson. Maddie Westbeld making teams. Who else? Who else? We followed my girl Zaya. Zaya made the team. I know she's not a rookie, but Zaya made Seattle. Who else? I'm low key 3 for 3. I'm 3 for 3. I told y'all Haley was gonna get drafted. I'm not gonna count that, but that could be 4 for 4. I'm 3 for 3 right now in terms of my rooks, bro. I'm 3 for 3. Y'all heard it here first. I'm reading chat right now. I thought about this time all season for a 2 package deal. Not my most improved Sparks. Sparks. The Sparks have to improve just because they have the talent, or they have more talent now, and we don't even know Cameron Brink's situation. The Sparks won what, 8 games last season? 8 games, sub 10. They have to improve. So FanDuel, and I did this video, I recorded this video today, I'm still editing it, but FanDuel had the Los Angeles Sparks over and under total wins at 20.5. I said 20 games. Listen to me right now on the live stream. I don't know if y'all like gambling. I don't know if y'all, be putting money on games. Go throw the freaking house at under 20 games for the Los Angeles Sparks. Boy, if that's not a lock, I don't know what is. If that ain't a lock, I don't know what is. 20 games for the Sparks? I feel like I should wager something with y'all. Like, I feel like I should, if the Sparks win more than 20 games, I have to buy a Sparks jersey or something. I'll do that. If the Sparks win, more than 20 games, if the Sparks win more than 20 games, wow, see it? You see it fly? If the Sparks win more than 20 games, tell me what jersey I should buy. I want to go buy like a Rakea Jackson jersey or something like that. I have to find this freaking fly now. I really want to like smack the crap out of it, but it really isn't like doing too much. I don't even know where the fuck it went. Yeah, if the Sparks win 20 games or something, we got to make a wager. We got to make a wager. Maybe on the next live stream we'll do that. All right. Right. If it does keep flying around, I'm gonna smack the shit. Okay, actually, I'm gonna smack it. Y'all ever have to kill a bug with your offhand because you can't you can't swap with your. I look stupid hell trying to kill this. Oh my lord! Oh shit! Hold on, let me turn this off. Boy, that was. Welcome to the live stream, dog. I'm low key crying, dog. I just tried to swat that fly like I was. Boy, anyway. I'm sorry. I gotta read the chat. I nearly forgot I couldn't even use my hand. I said, I was, oh fuck. Use my left. All right. Hold on. Let me keep going. Rakea Jersey would be fire. She got such a smooth game. All right. It's like whoever does well this season or something like that. If I lose the wager, then I'll get their jersey. We'll decide that later. Let's keep going with this survey. My bad. We were lagging with the survey. Let's keep going. I got Chicago. The GM survey has Indiana at 42% in first place, Chicago in second place with 33% of the vote. Third place, Atlanta, 17% of the vote, and fourth, Los Angeles with 8% of the vote. Rookies plus international. Who will win 2025 WNBA Rookie of the Year? I think this is a toss up. I'm not going to be the one to say I think Paige is just going to run away with it because we don't even know what her fit on that team is going to look like. I think there are a lot of other rookies that could have a stake in this claim. You feel me? So they have Paige Beckers winning. Damn, 73% of the vote. Second place, Dominique Malonga, which a couple of dunks might just take Paige Beckers out of first place. You know what I'm saying? Just a couple of double doubles. Y'all, we got to remember Dominique Malonga been a pro. She's like been a pro. You feel me? Dominique Malonga with 18% of the vote in second place, and Sonia Citron, B Sony, you know what I'm saying? B Sony in DC with 9% of the vote in third. Damn, I don't know. I don't know who I'd put my money on for that, but probably I think Sony. I think Sony might show up, bro. But I think the rookie of the year race is actually going to be closer than a lot of people think, depending on depending on how Dallas gels. Which rookie will be the best player in 5 years? At number one, you got Dominique Malonga with 60% of the vote. Second place, Paige Beckers with 40%. Which rookie was the biggest steal at where she was selected in the draft? Hold on, let's see what they say. Tied number one. Well, they're all tied number one. Look at my rooks. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm 4 for 4, technically 5 for 5. I forgot about my girl Aaliyah Nye. Called that too. 45% three-point shooter. I told y'all she had to be picked up. And I did say, I think when we were going over the mock drafts, that she is a first round level talent that I think is going to be picked up in the second round. And what happened? She got picked up in the second round, first pick of the second round. But I did say she was a first round level talent. And I don't know what technically I'm correct because I don't know what teams were doing in the first round picking overseas players that aren't even going to play anyway. You know what I'm saying? Other than Dominique Malonga. But I'm 4 for 4. I'm 4 for 4. Aaliyah Nye. Damn, I'm sorry. How did I forget about Aaliyah? Tied for first place with 20, sharing 20% of the votes. Dominique Malonga, Aaliyah Nye in Las Vegas, and Michaela Timpson in Indiana. Which rookie was the biggest steal at where she was selected in the draft? Two of my rooks are there. Yo, drop a like, dog. Because I called it. Did I not? I did call it. If y'all been rocking with me, y'all know I did. Drop a like on the live stream. I did call that. Also receiving votes. Sarah Ashley Barker. Anastasia Kosu. I've been seeing a lot about Anastasia Kosu on Minnesota, and I'm pretty sure she made the team too. So I might have to do a little bit more research with Kosu. But she made the Minnesota team, and that team barely had like one spot open. So I might have to check out Kosu, Haley Van Lith of Chicago, and Isaiah James of Dallas to round that out. Two of my rooks are on this list, chat. Two of my rooks are on this list. Drop that like. Drop that like. Two of my rooks are on. I'm 4 for 4. I am 4 for 4. I'm not gonna claim Haley. I'm 4 for 4. Come on now. Come on, chat. Rock with me here. Pow, the real steal. Pow on Atlanta Dream and the steals, possibly rookie of the year, depending on playing time. Yeah, a lot of this does depend on playing time, but guys, Pow was selected after KK, wasn't she? Guys, Michaela Timpson was selected with what, the 18th, 19th pick. Oh, Tahina Pow was selected before KK Timpson, right? Michaela Timpson was the 19th pick in the draft. Dog. In terms of Aaliyah Nye being the 13th pick and Michaela Timpson being the 19th pick, bruh. Bruh. Come on, son. Who is the best international player in the WNBA? Now I'm thinking about it. I'm blanking. Aren't they technically low-key all all international? Because some of them do be playing the best international player. Damn, I'm blanking. Who would they say? They gave it to Jonquil Jones. Yeah, that's right. Jonquil Jones is Bahamian, isn't she? I think she's Bahamian. Yeah, she's Bahamian. And then Ezzy Magbagor, she's Australian. And Dominique Malonga third, 17. Oh, sorry, tied second. Dominique Malonga and Ezzy with 17% of the votes. Jonquil Jones with 50% of the vote. Also receiving votes, Leonie Febish and Satu Sabli. Yeah, you gotta throw the German girls in there, and you know what I'm saying. Which country outside of the U.S. is producing the best WNBA talent right now? Number one is France, and number two is Germany. In a couple of years, it's probably gonna be France and Canada. Defense. Who is the best defensive player in the WNBA? We got to speed this up because I don't want to keep y'all here for too long. How long has the live stream been? 55 minutes. 55 minutes. Okay, I low key want to round it off at an hour. I don't want to keep live streams too long. Unless y'all locked in and y'all enjoying it, just let me know. Put W's in the chat, something like that. Let me know that you guys actually are enjoying this because I do have like a lot of battery left. I knew that shit died on me last time, but where are we? Who's the best defensive player in the WNBA? Number one, they have Nafisa Collier. Second, they have Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas. Third, they have Asia Wilson. Also receiving votes, Brittany Sykes. Okay, thank God. Y'all saved this list. I was just like, y'all just naming mad forwards. Ezzy Magbagor and Brianna Stewart. No. Brittany Sykes, absolutely. We gotta come on now. Gabby Williams don't make this list. What the hell? All right. Thank God Brittany Sykes is on this list. She saved that. Y'all, if y'all don't know Brittany Sykes for the Mystics, bro, she's probably the best perimeter defender, low key. Who is the best interior defender in the WNBA? Asia Wilson, number one. Ezzy Magbagor, number two. And Nafisa Collier, number three. Who is the best perimeter defender in the WNBA? That's interesting because they didn't ask bigs or guard. They just said who's the best perimeter defender? In oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? At number one, we have Dejanay Carrington. What are we doing? What are we doing? Tied for second place is Jackie Young and Brittany Sykes. I'm putting Brittany Sykes first, by the way. What are we doing? Dejanay Carrington, I swear. This is why media is important, and I always advocate for more spotlight to be shown on the game, so players can understand and how to navigate and handle when they go viral. Because some players be going viral and then they go viral for one thing and they just spam the hell out of it for the rest of the time, for the rest of the season. It's like Dejanay got a big block, big chase down steal, and just turned into a hack for like the rest of the year. And I'm not even talking like I'm just talking unrivaled. I'm not even talking the W season, bro. It's just like y'all gotta stop making them go viral for like certain things because some players is just like, oh, now I have to do this again so I can go viral again. And it's just it's not that they're trying to go viral. It's just that they're doing what was positively affirmed. You feel me? That doesn't degenerate. I'm not. Where is Gabby Williams? I guess Gabby Williams must be ass. I guess Gabby Williams must be ass. I see Bridget Carlton on this list before Gab. Like, I guess Gabby Williams ass. That's what I think. I guess Gabby Williams ass. Brittany Sykes, at least she's on this list. Again, saving y'all. I'm putting Brittany Sykes over Jackie Young. Natasha Cloud, I thought she was going to be a little bit higher. Where's Fee? Fee's a great perimeter. Fee's one of the best perimeter defenders. You heard it here first. Which team will be the best defensive team in the WNBA? Minnesota. Also receiving votes, Seattle, Las Vegas, New York. I told y'all Seattle would be up there. Gabby Williams, Ezzy, Dominique Malonga. I told y'all Seattle might be up there. Alicia Clark as well. They got Zaya Cook up there as well. I'm forgetting somebody else. But Seattle might be up there. And a sleeper team for defensive team for one of the best. well, I wouldn't say the best defensive team, but I think one of the top tier defensive teams is going to be Chicago. Chicago, Ariel Atkins, Becca Allen, and then you got the skyscrapers behind. Even though Angel Reese don't average, we gotta work. We got to work with Angel Reese on getting some blocks, but you do have Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso behind you. So as your back line with some great perimeter defenders, you feel me? Chicago Skies. I'm checking the chat right now. Chicago Sky top five defensive team could be very well could be, and it's Ty Marsh, so they're not going to neglect that part of the game. The steal of the draft was UDFA Anika Saltu to the Liberty, another Phoebish. I'll pay attention to that. My overseas eye is kind of getting locked in on Anastasia Kosu right now because I need to know what she about. I need to know what she about. Coaches, who is the best? We got to keep going, guys, because again, I don't want to run this live stream too long. We're at 1 hour right now, so I'll try to end it at hour 10. Who is the best coach in the WNBA? Number 1, Cheryl Reeves. Number 2, Becky Hammond. Sorry, Cheryl Reeve. Keep saying Cheryl Reeves. I had a math teacher named Reeves. Okay. Cheryl Reeve and number 2, Becky Hammond. I like it. Which head coach is the best manager / motivator of people? Number 1, Coach Reeve. Number 2, tied for second, Becky Hammond, Stephanie White. In fourth place, with 9% of the vote, is Coach Sandy Brandello. Which head coach makes the best in-game adjustments? Number 1 again, Cheryl Reeve. Number 2, Becky Hammond. Number 3 is 17% of the vote, Coach Sandy Brandello. Lie. 17% of the vote. That means that was one person. Okay, one person voted that. Got it. Which head coach runs the best offense? Number 1 again, Coach Reeve, Minnesota. Tied with number 1. I guess they're tied. Coach Reeve and Becky Hammond. And in third, Carl Smesko in Atlanta. That's amazing because didn't he just start coaching? That man hasn't coached an official game with the Atlanta Dream yet, and he already on the list. Wow. So the GM's low-key reinforcing what I've been saying. You know what I'm saying? Which new or relocated head coach will make the biggest impact on his or her new team? Number 1, Stephanie White. Number 2, Ty Marsh. Number 3, Carl Smesko of Atlanta. Ty Marsh of Chicago. Which active player will make the best head coach someday? Number 1, Chelsea Gray. Number 2, Courtney Vandersloot. Also receiving votes, Bridget Carlton, Georgia Amore. I can see Georgia Amore. I'm not going to lie. Rachel Banham, Lindsay Allen, Alicia Clark. I can't see the rest of those. But which retired player who isn't already coaching in the W should be? Number 1, well, tied all number 1. Dawn Staley, votes for Dawn Staley, Lisa Leslie, Candace Dupree, and Sue Bird. Also receiving votes, Maya Moore, Candace Parker, Katie Smith. Miscellaneous, and then we'll wrap it up from here, all right? I'll just move through this kind of quickly. Miscellaneous, which 2 teams will lead their conference in the Commissioner's Cup to reach the championship game? Number 1 vote, Minnesota versus New York. Number 2, Las Vegas versus New York. Number 3, Minnesota versus Indiana. Number 4, Las Vegas versus Indiana. I can see that. I can see number 4, low-key. Which team will be the most fun to watch? Indiana. Which team is going to be the most fun to watch? Also receiving votes, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Dallas. Dallas might be fun. That just looks like a clusterfuck. Like that. Oh, shit. I shouldn't say that at the end of the stream, but which team is going to be the most fun? I don't know. No team really giving me fun right now. You know who I think might be fun? Seattle, maybe Chicago. Chicago's going to be so interesting. That's why I wish Aurelia Durantes made the team because I was just like, that shit. It's just going to be interesting. I don't know if it's going to be fun, but I'd give it to Seattle and maybe New York. Fun. Maybe, yeah, Aces, Indy, Seattle, Chicago. Which team has the best home court advantage? Number one, New York. Number two, Indiana. Number three, Las Vegas. Which team has the most promising young core? I'm going Chicago. Number one, Indiana. Number two, Los Angeles. Also receiving votes, Aces. The Aces. Aces and Dallas. Number one is Indy. Indy old as hell. Indy old as hell. Indy. Indiana has the most promising young core. They got Caitlin, Aaliyah, Kelsey, Mix, KK. Other than Lexi, my bad. Other than that, it's vets. I'm not gonna say Brianna Turner old, but other than that, Natasha Howard, Dewana Bonner. That's other than that, it's vets. Kelsey Mitchell, I forget how old Kelsey Mitchell is, but no, Kelsey Mitchell's still relatively young. So you got Kelsey Mitchell too. Yeah, I guess. I guess. Most promising young core, yeah, you'd probably have to give it to Indy because let's say if it was just Caitlin, Kelsey, and Aaliyah and Lexi, that's promising. I like Chicago though. Skyscrapers with Haley Van Lith and Maddie Westbeld. That's a promising young core right there. Dallas, if they figure out whatever the hell, that's a promising young core. I'm not sure how Aces make the list when they only have like a couple young players. With who Aces? That's weird. You got a Leah nine. That's it. Which player is the most athletic? Kalia Copper, number one. Brittany Sykes, number two. Dominique Malunga, number three. Nafisa Collier, Asia Wilson. Which player is the most athletic? Michaela Timpson, by far. Um, I'd probably give it to KK Timpson, Dominique Malonga, and Brittany Sykes. Brittany Sykes is hella athletic, if you don't know. Brittany Sykes is hella athletic. She is. She is. Trust me, as someone who watches DC sports, she's very athletic. I'm putting her over Copper. Why is Copper number one? I don't know. I'm giving that shit to Brittany Sykes. That first step is crazy, bro. Plus, with that wingspan, it's insane. Which player is the better passer? Chelsea Gray or Caitlin Clark? Chelsea Gray first place, Caitlin Clark second place. Better passer? Yeah, I like Chelsea Gray. Which player is the best leader? Tie for first place, Nafisa Collier and Asia Wilson. Also receiving votes, Stewie and Tasha Cloud. I don't really see Stewie in that role that much anyway. Who was the most versatile player in the WNBA? Number one, Nafisa Collier, so I guess it did pull through. Number two is Brianna Stewart. Also receiving votes, Jackie Young, Gabby Williams, Satu Sabli, Enrique Gumbawale. Finally, Gabby Williams is here. Anyway, which player has the best basketball IQ? Ooh, that's a good question. At number one is Chelsea Gray. Tied for second place is Caitlin Clark and Courtney Vandersloot. We can break that tie. I'm giving second place to Caitlin Clark. Also receiving votes: Nafisa Collier, Alyssa Thomas, Brianna Stewart. Sloot top three. Which player would you want taking a shot with the game on the line? I'm giving it to Fee. What y'all think? Number one is Chelsea Gray. Number two is Sabrina Ionescu. You don't know ball. You don't know ball if you want Sabrina with the ball in her hands. She hit one game winner, and y'all. I don't want it to seem like I'm hating because I love Sabrina, but y'all are tweaking. If as a Liberty fan, you think I want the ball in Sabrina's hands with the shot clock? What? Hell no. Hell nah. I don't even want it in Stewie's hands. There's not when I come to think about it, I don't even want it in most of the players on our team's hands. Give it to Benijah or Leo. Hell, I trust them getting the shot off. Anyway. Sabrina tied for second place with Asia Wilson. all second place tied with Sabrina Asia Wilson, Nafisa Collier. Also receiving votes: Caitlin Clark, Courtney Williams, and Brianna Stewart. That does it for the 40 question GM survey. This was fun. I'm not gonna lie, this was fun. Maybe next time I'll be prepared to do a longer video because I didn't realize I low key did go off on like tangents throughout the video. So maybe 40 questions is a lot. So I understand the GMs not wanting to answer all the questions, but this was fun. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna read your comments before I get the hell up out of here. It seemed like everyone just kind of spam the chat. I don't want to keep you too long. Sparks only won 8 games. Yes, I understood that. Most improved Spark. Okay, I read that. Is first yeah, all-time season only entering prime. Maddie trash through only made it off name. Don't do that. Maddie Westfeld is a star. She a star. Maddie Westfeld is tough. Don't say she only made it off name. First of all, how could Maddie Westfeld make it off name? Like she has to have game. There are a lot of players with names out there. Deja Kelly, and y'all all swear Deja Kelly is that player, and she not. Maddie Westbeld actually is that player. So to say that she made it off name is kind of crazy. Calling Maddie Westbeld trash is actually insane, bro. That's not it. Dallas most improved, maybe. Cam back in June. Okay. All right. Makes sense. Here's respecting the Sparks and overrating Fever and Mercury. A lot of teams are overrating the Mercury. You only got 3 stars. Again, granted, they can carry. I'm not saying that they can't, but it's just like how far is that carrying going to get them? You're going to need your supporting cast sooner or later. You feel me? Page fits on any team. Super malleable. Agree. Malanga got no post defense. She's still raw. Her post defense can improve, sure, but I like her in that mid block area. She can hold her own. You feel me? Papa is still Malanga played 2, 3, 4. The Feber Satu. Steeler draft and then Chicago Sky top 5 defense. Number 2 Brandello. No. Connecticut Nelson Dodota. We'll see how Connecticut does. Again, guys, I do have my projected standing video coming out soon. I'm going to drop the over-under total wins video first, though, since I already shot that today. I'm editing it still currently, but that's going to do it for this video, for this live stream. I appreciate every single one of you checking it out, spending some time with me. It's been an hour and some change, so I really appreciate y'all sticking around. To everyone engaging in the chat, dropping likes, drop comments, just viewing, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all spending some of y'all time out of this evening with me because it's still a weekday. So I appreciate y'all. I really do. I'm out of here. Take it easy. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Enjoy your night. Peace. I need to go get some water.